She's been a little joy of heaven, but no, it's fantastic having a lovely little family, and I'm so thrilled. And Catherine has been doing an amazing job as a mother, and I'm very.
Hello royal folks, it's good to see you all here again. This is your regular dose of royal news and analysis, but before we start, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon, thanks. She's been a little joy of our heaven, but I know it's fantastic having a lovely little family, and I'm so thrilled. And Catherine has been doing an amazing job as a mother, and I'm very proud of her in a moment that had royal watchers laughing out loud. Princess Charlotte, the sharp-witted and quick-thinking young royal, made a bold move that left Queen Camilla's daughter speechless. It was a scene that could only happen in the royal family, a scene where a simple gate became the setting for one of the most unexpected royal showdowns. What exactly happened, and why did Princess Charlotte block her stepsister at the gate? It all started during a family gathering at the palace. Queen Camilla's daughter, who has always been eager to prove herself, tried to make a dramatic entrance, one that was supposed to highlight her new role in the royal family, but little did she know Princess Charlotte had other plans in a hilarious twist. Charlotte, who has always been known for her playful nature, took one look at the situation and decided to turn the tables on her stepsister. The young royal stood confidently at the entrance, blocking the gate with a mischievous grin on her face. Her timing was perfect, and her reaction was priceless. Charlotte didn't just block her stepsister, she made it clear that she was in charge, sending a message that even the grown-ups couldn't ignore. The tension was palpable, but Charlotte's bold and funny reaction stole the show. As Queen Camilla's daughter tried to make her way through, Charlotte stood firm. There was no way she was letting anyone, even a royal, get past her without a little fun. And the best part, the entire royal household was left in stitches as Charlotte's witty comments made the situation even more entertaining. No one expected the youngest royal to steal the spotlight in such a memorable way. So what happens next? How did Queen Camilla's daughter react to the hilarious block at the gate? You're about to find out. This royal moment is one you'll be talking about for years. The gatekeeper of the palace, Princess Charlotte, though young, has always been known for her cleverness and confidence, but this time she took things to a whole new level as Queen Camilla's daughter approached the palace gate with her usual air of royalty. Charlotte's quick thinking put a halt to her entrance. With a sly smile, she stood her ground, not allowing anyone through, least of all her stepsister. The moment Charlotte decided to block the gate wasn't just about a playful game, it was a royal statement, one that sent a clear message about her personality and her place within the family. Charlotte is known for her wit and fearless attitude, and this unexpected move was no different. She wasn't going to let anyone push her around, even if they were royalty. She wanted to assert herself, and she did it in the most charmingly hilarious way. What made the situation even funnier was the reaction of Queen Camilla's daughter, known for her serious demeanor and ambition. She was left completely flustered by Charlotte's impromptu blockade. The scene turned from tense to comical as Queen Camilla's daughter tried and failed to get through the gate. Meanwhile, Princess Charlotte stood her ground, cracking jokes and making witty remarks that left the entire palace laughing in a way. This moment marked a turning point for Charlotte. She wasn't just the little princess following the rules, she was asserting her own authority and having fun while doing it. Her playful spirit is part of what makes her such a beloved figure within the royal family, and this hilarious gate moment only added to her growing charm, but the real question is, how did the rest of the royal family respond, and what happened when Queen Camilla found out about Charlotte's antics? The aftermath of this funny royal standoff is just as entertaining. Queen Camilla's daughter versus Princess Charlotte, a showdown like no other. It was the showdown of the century. Princess Charlotte versus Queen Camilla's daughter. And this time there were no royal rules. Charlotte, with her characteristic charm and wit, put her stepsister in her place in the most unexpected way by blocking her at the palace gate. It's a moment that royal watchers will never forget, and it's one that has sparked countless conversations about the future of the royal family. When Queen Camilla's daughter arrived at the gate, she wasn't expecting resistance from a child after all she's been brought up with, all the privileges of royalty, and expected to be the center of attention. But Princess Charlotte wasn't about to let her stepsister waltz in without a little fun. The princess, with her cheeky grin, blocked the gate with an air of confidence that surprised everyone in the palace. The standoff wasn't just about a gate, it was a clash of personalities. On one side you had Queen Camilla's daughter, who has spent years fighting for her place in the royal family. On the other you had Charlotte, who's always known how to make people laugh while making her point. The two royals couldn't have been more different, and the moment they clashed was nothing short of hilarious. The funniest part of this royal altercation wasn't just Charlotte's playful blocking of the gate. It was the way Queen Camilla's daughter reacted. Completely caught off guard, she was left fumbling for words as Charlotte cracked jokes about the whole situation. Her playful attitude turned what could have been an awkward standoff into a moment of pure comedy. This royal showdown didn't end with Charlotte backing down. In fact, it ended with a burst of laughter from the entire royal family. How did Queen Camilla handle the situation, and what did Charlotte say next that left everyone in stitches? The aftermath of this funny royal moment is just as outrageous. What happened after Charlotte blocked the gate? After Princess Charlotte's hilarious blockade at the royal gate, the palace was left in chaos, but in the best way possible. Everyone from the royal staff to the family members couldn't stop laughing at the young princess's clever move. Queen Camilla's daughter, who was initially flustered by Charlotte's antics, quickly realized she had been outsmarted by the youngest member of the family. The aftermath of this royal moment wasn't about anger or punishment, it was about laughter and amusement. When Queen Camilla learned of Charlotte's cheeky actions, she couldn't help but chuckle. After all, Charlotte's boldness was just another reminder of the young princess's natural charisma. Rather than scolding her, Queen Camilla decided to join in on the fun, laughing with the rest of the family about the gate incident. What was truly hilarious, however, was the way Charlotte reacted afterward. Instead of boasting about her clever move, she simply shrugged and said, well, someone had to teach her a lesson. Her confidence and sharp wit only made the situation more entertaining, as the family couldn't stop marveling at how the young princess had handled herself. The rest of the day was filled with laughter, with Charlotte becoming the talk of the palace. Even Prince William and Kate Middleton had to admit that their daughter's playful spirit was a much-needed break from the usual royal formalities. This moment of levity proved that sometimes the royal family can have fun too, and it's moments like these that make Charlotte such a standout figure within the monarchy. In the end, Charlotte's hilarious reaction not only brought the royal family closer together, but also showed the world that the monarchy still knows how to laugh. What happened next, though, may surprise you, because Charlotte wasn't done making her mark on The royal scene just. Yet the royal gatekeeper princess. The royal gatekeeper. Charlotte's new role after her hilarious moment at the gate. Princess Charlotte found herself in a new unexpected role within the royal family, the unofficial gatekeeper of the palace. Her confidence and quick wit had earned her a place in the spotlight, and she wasn't about to let that fade away. Princess Charlotte had proven that she could hold her own against the royal family's most seasoned members, and now she was taking full advantage of her newfound role in a playful twist. Charlotte began taking her position as gatekeeper seriously. She jokingly started inspecting every royal visitor, asking for royal credentials before allowing them enter. The reactions from the royal staff were priceless as they tried to play along with Charlotte's new game for the first time. Charlotte wasn't just the cute little princess, she was the one calling the shots, even if it was all in good fun. As the family prepared for more royal events, Charlotte's new role became a running joke throughout the palace, but behind the laughter there was a deeper message. Charlotte was no longer just a bystander in the royal family, she was taking control of her destiny and asserting her yaw in a way that was both funny and powerful. Princess Charlotte's playful attitude and natural leadership skills continued to win over those around her. What started as a hilarious incident at the gate had turned into a defining moment for the young princess, showing that she wasn't afraid to stand her ground, even if it meant blocking someone at the gate. It's clear that Princess Charlotte is destined for greatness, and her royal adventures are just beginning. The Queen Consort's struggle to the Queen's struggle to keep control. Queen Camilla's reaction to Princess Charlotte blocking her daughter at the gate was one for the books. Known for her poised and measured demeanor, Camilla found herself in a rare moment of fluster. It wasn't just that her daughter had been publicly humiliated by Charlotte's playful antics, it was the fact that for once Camilla couldn't control the situation. How did she react to being outsmarted by the youngest member of the royal family? Rather than scolding Charlotte, Queen Cam tried to maintain her composure, but it was clear she was rattled. Camilla had spent years navigating the complexities of royal life, carefully managing her image and position within the family. Have her daughter publicly blocked by Charlotte, who was simply having fun, was an unexpected twist in her carefully crafted royal routine. What was even more shocking was Camilla's reaction afterward. She couldn't stop laughing as the tension eased. She admitted that Charlotte had gotten the better of her daughter, and even Camilla couldn't deny the humor in it. Despite the laughter, Camilla couldn't help but wonder if this moment was a sign of things to come. Would Princess Charlotte, with her bold and fearless attitude, continue to challenge the royal norms and make waves within the family? Camilla, who had worked hard to secure her position, realized that her stepchildren were not afraid to express themselves. Charlotte's clever move had forced her to rethink her own approach to the monarchy, especially when it came to her relationship with the younger royals. As the family continued with their royal duties, Charlotte's antics didn't go unnoticed. Camilla, who had always tried to stay above the fray, now found herself in the middle of a royal power struggle, one that had started with a simple, hilarious gate incident. Would this mark the beginning of a new era for the royal family, where the younger generation, led by Charlotte, would make their presence felt? Only time would tell, but one thing was for sure: Princess Charlotte had made an unforgettable impact. The young princess steals the spotlight, steals the Spotlight following her gate incident. Princess Charlotte experienced a surge in popularity like never before. What started as a playful royal moment quickly turned into a media frenzy, with fans and journalists alike sharing videos and stories of the young princess's hilarious reaction. Charlotte's wit, confidence, and natural charm had won over the public, and she was quickly becoming one of the most beloved members of the royal family. The media couldn't get enough of Charlotte's antics. Headlines proclaimed her as the funniest royal and the future of the monarchy, praising her ability to challenge the old guard while bringing a fresh energy to the royal scene. It wasn't just her humor that captured the hearts of the public, it was her authenticity. Charlotte wasn't trying to conform to royal expectations, she was simply being herself, and that resonated with people across the globe. What made Charlotte's popularity even more significant was how it contrasted with the more traditional members of the royal family. While Queen Camilla and other senior royals were focused on upholding centuries-old traditions, Charlotte was showing a new side of the monarchy, one that was approachable, relatable, and capable of having fun. Her playful blockade at the gate wasn't just a funny moment, it was a statement that the future of the royal family didn't have to be stuffy or overly serious. As her popularity grew, Charlotte began to take on more public engagements, and with each appearance she stole the show. Her witty remarks, her fearless nature, and her ability to make everyone laugh made her a media darling. It wasn't long before royal insiders were predicting that Charlotte would soon become the face of the monarchy's modernization, a figure who would lead the family into the